Welcome to this online session of how to make money in trading. Now, today we are going to discuss about this important part on how to make money. But then, before we start this session, I request all of you to make sure that you forget everything that you have learned about trading till date. Now, look at this session as a beginner. The more you look at this session as a beginner, you will understand how to reach the end results effortlessly. Right now, when I'm talking about the end result, now what is that end result that we are all working towards here? Now we are all working towards one end result, and that is to make money, isn't it? Is there anything else that we want here? That is one and only goal. But then when it comes to making money in trading, now what are we going to do in trading? To make money, what do we do in trading? Well, there are only two things that we can do. That is buying and selling, isn't it? Apart from buying and selling, now if you have been, now all your focus has to be only on this buying and selling. Now if you have been focusing on anything else other than this, then I think you have been wasting your time. But yes, when it comes to buying and selling, now when to buy and when to sell is the most important part, isn't it? And there are people who have spent their life doing research analysis for years together to understand this one secret about the right entry and right exit. Right? When to buy and when to sell is the one and only secret everyone is trying to get behind, isn't it? But then today, gentlemen, you don't have to worry, because you don't have to do any more research or analysis, because dynamic superpower traders are introducing a revolutionary invention. We call it this dynamic live. Now, this is a stock market intelligence, the Dynamic method. Now, the intelligence here is it automatically identifies the right entry and right exit. We don't have to sit and do any analysis. It understands the market, it follows the market, and finally tells us what exactly we are supposed to do. Right? Now, that is the intelligence here. But then, when it comes to trading, now you must have seen that, in when the price always moves in multiple varieties of situation every time. It always does not move in the same direction or the same way every day. Right? In any given condition, in any given market condition, if you want to trade and make money, if you want to get the right entry and right exit in any given condition, to make sure you get it, there are some specific, very unique intelligence that are used inside this dynamic life. Now let us see what are these intelligence, how do they work, and how we can benefit from it. Now, here are some of the major intelligence that are there in this dynamic live. One is this wait and act information. Now, whenever the price is increasing, and if dynamic live feels that yes, this is a good point to buy, then it will tell you buy long act now. It will directly tell you buy long act now. But then many times when the price is going up, and if dynamic live feels that no, this is not a good point to trade, looks like this is a manipulation, looks like this is a trap for a common trader, then it will immediately tell you buy signal, wait and buy. Similarly, when the price is decreasing, if dynamic live intelligence feels that no, this is not good point to sell, then it will tell you sell signal, wait and sell. So when you see that message, when you read that message, you know that you are not supposed to buy or you're not supposed to sell. So when to enter, when not to enter, when to exit, when not to exit, now that is taken care by this intelligence here. And similarly, we have this zigzag caution intelligence. Now, normally when the price is moving up and down, many times you must have seen you have taken an entry, you have taken a trade. Let's assume you have bought some stock. After buying, the price slowly starts increasing, and then you are very happy about it. But all of a sudden, it starts coming down, and all the profits that you just saw gets vanished right in front of your eyes, isn't it? Right? So that is a point where you are in complete upset mode, and then you end up doing a lot of mistakes. But then here is this intelligence zigzag caution. Now, when the price is moving up right on top, this zigzag cautions will appear, giving you an indication that yes, the price is about to reverse now. So when you know that now the price is about to reverse, now what can you do? You can book your profits right at the top. Similarly, when the price is coming down, if the zigzag caution appears at the bottom, you know that you are supposed to exit your short position very early. But if you go a step forward within the same dynamic live intelligence, there is one more advanced concept. We call it as the dynamic superpower trading method. Now, based on that, we will not only exit right at the top, we will also reverse our trade right at the top. It means we will exit our buy position and take a short position right at the top when we come across these zigzag cautions. Right? Now, that is the benefit of the zigzag cautions here. And now we have this sideways cautions. Now you know that the price always does not move in an uptrend, or it always does not move in a downtrend. There is also one peculiar situation, we call it as a sideways market. Many of you know this as the range bound market, isn't it? Now what happens in the sideways market? The only thing that happens in the sideways market is the price is not decided which direction to move. So when it is not decided which direction to move, it is always moving up and down in a range, but the movements are so very wild, it is very difficult to understand which direction it is going to take. So whenever you trade, you must have experienced, whenever you buy, the price goes down. Whenever you sell, the price goes up, isn't it? And if you have experienced this continuously, if this is happening in a series in your trading, then gentlemen, you are experiencing a sideways market. Now, how do we deal with this situation? The best way to deal with this situation is, first thing, you must know that it is in sideways. But then there are people who have spent their years, their age, trying to do research, understanding how to identify the sideways market. But then here is the intelligence, the one and only intelligence for the first time ever in this world of trading. It can identify the sideways market before it starts. Before the price starts moving in sideways, it can tell you sideways nearing sign. It means sideways is about to start. Be prepared. Later it will tell you sideways start sign. It means sideways has started. Now, when you know that the sideways has started, it means whatever trade that you take, you must exit it fast. Especially when you're trading in options. If you don't exit it fast, especially in the sideways movement, then what will happen? Your premiums will start melting very soon. Right? Now that is the benefit of having the sideways caution intelligence. We know what we are up to. We know when to exit it fast, when to book profits very early, when we have this information in place. Right? And similarly, we have these dynamic system cautions and DMBOTs. Now these are very important intelligence here. Now whenever there is a major movement that is happening in the market, now off late you must have seen some major movement happening in the market. The prices coming down in a very big way for the last one entire month, right? One entire month it has come down in a way that, last almost 3 years of up movement has come down in just a matter of 1 month, isn't it? Right? Now in such a situation, now how do you deal with this? How do you trade? The newspaper article says that literally close to, last time some, 1 week back or some, the one day there was the Sensex which came down by almost 4,000 points in a single day. And the next day the newspaper article writes that, almost 14 lakh crores of, public money has, come down. 14 lakh crores of money has, vanished. Now, how can it happen? Now, you know that when it comes to trading, you have the option of trading in both the direction of market, right? But then if you want to make money in this major, downtrend, now you must know that right at the top, that price is going to come down. Now, these dynamic system caution intelligence, now these symbols appear right at the bottom, giving you indication much in advance saying that get ready, the price is about to reverse. But of course, it will not tell you how big it is going to move. Right? Some of you may be thinking, what will be the target? No, it will give you the indication, get ready, the price about to reverse now. Now, the only thing that you have to understand here is the right entry and right exit. Now, let us see how this right entry and right exit has been made easy, and how this intelligence helps as in identifying any given market condition and trade successfully any given market condition. Let us look at this intelligence itself. Now here is this dynamic live. Now in this dynamic live, as you can see here, now here is one very important intelligence which you will never ever come across anywhere else, called as the action information. Right? This is the action information here. Now whenever there is a clear buying opportunity in the action information, it will be written as buy long act now. It means buy signal has come, please take a long position, act now. It means buy it immediately. But then many times when the price is going up, and if dynamic live feels that no, this is a manipulation happening here, this looks like a trap, then it will tell you buy signal, wait and buy. It means buy signal has come, of course, but please wait. This does not look like a right opportunity. Please wait, don't buy it now. Wait and buy. It means you will get a better opportunity. Please wait. Similarly, when the price is coming down, and if the dynamic live feels that this is not a good point to trade, it will tell you sell signal, wait and sell. Now, when you have this intelligence, when you can see this, when you can read it, you know that when to trade, when not to trade. Very important, gentlemen. Right entry and right exit is obviously very important, but at the same time, when not to enter and when not to exit is also equally important. Do you all agree with me? Yes, isn't it? Now that will be automatically taken care by this intelligence here. And similarly, we have this reason here. Now in this reason, as of now, it is written as buy signal, but then many times it will be written there as sideways nearing sign. It will tell you much in advance, sideways is about to start, get ready now. And then after some time, it will tell you sideways start sign. It means sideways has started. So when you know sideways has started, it means now you are supposed to exit it fast. Now here is that is the thing. Now after some time, it will tell you sideways end sign. When it says sideways end sign, it means the range bound movement is over. Now get ready, the price about to move in one single direction. Now that is the benefit of having all these intelligence in place. Similarly, we have this dynamic system cautions here. Now you can look at this dynamic system caution right at the bottom. Now right at the bottom, these dynamic system caution appeared. Now it said get ready, the price about to reverse. Now it never said how big it is going to reverse, but then it told us it is going to reverse, and it told us right at the bottom. So what we can do in this moment, if you had a short position, you can try to book your profit or exit with maximum profits right at the bottom, isn't it? But then you will go to an extent of learning here. Now once this dynamic system caution appears, now how can we take long positions right close to the bottom itself? And in this up movement, we would have taken a long. All right. Now after we take a long, right on top, the zigzag caution appeared, telling us price is about to reverse now. Now once again it reversed, and then again it starts moving up. Right now again on top we have a dynamic system caution. So what is happening here is you will understand over a period of time, this price is moving from one dynamic caution to another dynamic caution. Or in turn, I'll put it in another way. Every major turning points in the price are identified by these dynamic system cautions, and it identifies it before it happens. Now that is a major benefit. Right now, when you have this in place, then what will happen is you can maximize your profit and minimize your minus trades. And of course, you can go to such an extent that you can completely avoid minus trades. Right? But then these are all the multiple intelligence that are there in place. But then you must be thinking, do I have to learn all these things one by one? No, you don't have to do that. All that you have to do here is just simply follow what this Daumantic method level 2 tells you. Now all these intelligence will collect the information and finally tell you in this Daumantic method, and that too you are supposed to look at this action information. So in this action information, when there is a clear buying opportunity, it will tell you buy call option now. Gentlemen, this is the first time ever in this field of trading, in the world of trading. Now here is a platform, here is an intelligence which can tell you when it comes to trading in options, right, which option to trade, whether to buy a call option or whether to buy a put option, whether to exit it. It will directly tell you. This is the first time ever this intelligence is there in place, right? So anyone who's trying to get into options trading, who has been longing to get into options trading, now here is the dream come true for you, wherein you don't have to waste your time doing all the analysis and research. Now this dynamic live intelligence will automatically tell you what options to trade. Right? So when it says buy call option now obviously when you're supposed to trade in options, now yes, you have to buy a call option or to buy a put option, but then when you're doing that, you must know one more secret which not many people, not many experts focus on, and that is how to select the right strike price. Right? Not many people know this. So when you don't know how to select the right strike price, and if you blindly go about trading in any given wrong strike prices, then what will happen? Even if you have done the right trade and the price moves in your favor, but the premium, the option premium starts melting, and you'll see that the premium becomes a zero. Right? So today you don't have to worry. Even that problem is gone far away, because the right strike price is automatically selected by this dynamic live intelligence. It'll automatically tell you here. When it comes to call option, there's a pyramid pointing upward, where it will tell you directly the right strike price. There are 3 different strike price. You can pick any one of them. Right? Similarly, if you want to trade in put option, now these are the strike prices in the pyramid pointing downward, wherein you can pick any one of the right strike price and go about the trading. Right? But then normally when you take an entry, after taking an entry, what happens next? The only thing that happens next is a trader is experiencing fear and panic, because you don't know what to do next, whether to hold your position or whether to exit it. Do you have to exit with small profit? That is when you will start thinking, what is the target, what is the stop loss, and all these kind of things. But then people have wasted all their life, wasted all their time thinking about these unwanted things. Rather, today, here is the intelligence where once it tells you to buy call option, later it is telling you now, as of now, hold your call option. It means hold it now. So it will tell you how long to hold it. Simply hold it until it tells you to keep holding it. And later at some point it will tell you exit call option now. The moment it tells you exit call option now, that is when you can exit your trade. Got it? Now that is the way. And here is the recent trade that has happened somewhere at around this point, when this action information said buy call option now, and this was on 26th March at 9:55. And even if you had traded in futures, once it said buy call option, you could have taken a long position in futures. So if you had taken a long position, you could have bought it somewhere at 642. Now as of now, it is trading at, you can see here, it has closed at 652. But then after you bought it somewhere at around this range, the price made a high here, and right on top there is this dynamic system caution, some symbol appeared, and at that point in time the price has made a high of 674. 642 to 674, we are talking about literally 32 points. So when you have traded in options and when you come across these dynamic system cautions right at the top, you are supposed to secure your profits, lock your profits. Now there is a benefit of trading in options. It gives you a strategical advantage. You can still hold your position, but you can also secure your profit, so that from here whatever happens, some part of the profit is guaranteed. Now this cannot be achieved in the other segments like futures or the equity segment. Now how to do that, how to secure the profits, now you will learn it in our training. Got it? The other major benefit of trading in options is the investment is very less. The risk is limited, the profits are unlimited, provided you do the right trading, and the cost of trading is also very less. Right? Now that is the beauty here. Now this is a case of Infosys. Right? So we will hold this call option until the action information tells us to exit it. Right? Now similarly, there is one more intelligence here called as the preparation. Now many of you may be thinking, do I have to sit and watch it the whole day from morning till evening, 9:15 to 3:30? No, you don't have to do that. If you sit in front of your trading terminal from morning 9:15 to 3:30, definitely take it in writing. You cannot make money consistently. Once in a while you can make money. Now anyone can do that, isn't it? You don't have to learn anything to do that. But then if you want to make consistent money, you don't have to do that. You don't have to sit there the whole day. So if you're following Dynamic Live, all that you have to do here is once every 30 minutes, if you can check it, if you can check what the action information is telling you, that is more than enough. And whatever it tells you, if you can blindly follow, that's more than enough. And here we have this preparation. The biggest benefit of this preparation here is, before it tells you to buy call option, here in the preparation it will be written there as get ready to buy call option. So it will tell you 15 minutes or 30 minutes in advance. It will tell you prepare yourself to buy a call option, be ready. Later it will tell you get ready to exit call option, so that you don't have to be in a hurry. There is no urgency to trade. In a very relaxed way, you know what you're doing next. in a very relaxed way, you can start trading. And gentlemen, you can take this in writing. Only when you start trading in a relaxed mindset, only then you will start making money. If you're trading with too much tension, in urgency, then you can note it down. You're not going to make money. Right? Now that is the benefit of this dynamic life. This intelligence knows where a trader, common trader, goes wrong. Now what has to be done to bring him back on the right track? Now how to keep him calm, how to relax him and make him trade in a relaxed way. Now based on that, it gives you all the information so that your trading becomes effortless. Okay, now this is about Infosys. Now if you want to check any of your favorite stock, you can suggest me now. We can go through that. We can see what the Dowmantic method is telling us today. Any stock that you want to check? In the meantime, I was wondering about this Titan. Let's see what's happening in Titan. All right, Titan seems to be a very clear buy. Now, somewhere at around this point, it has told us to buy. Right, so we would have bought it. Now, what is the point? The date was on 25th March 15:30. So at the market closing, it has told us to buy. So we cannot buy it at the closing. So we will buy the next day morning opening price at 895. Now after we bought at 895, right on top we had the zigzag cautions coming up. So once this appeared, now the action information would have told you exit your call option immediately. So once it told us to exit, now we would have exited, and we would have exited on 26th March at around 15 hours, that is 3 o'clock. The price was 931. We bought it at 895 and exited at 931. So we are talking about literally 36 points gain, which is not a normal, which is amazing profit. Isn't it? It is a big profit. And later on, once again, it has told us as of now, at this point, to buy a call option. Once again, we have bought it and we are still holding on to the call option. So we will hold on to this call option until it tells us to exit it. So whenever it tells us to buy a call option, we are supposed to pick any one of the strike price to buy that call option. Job over. And you can see as the price started coming down, right at the bottom, here was this DMBOTS, and right at the bottom, it has also said sell short, wait and act. Now this information is for long-term trading. So sell short, wait and act means it was almost ready to give you a long-term sell, but then the intelligence here said sell short, wait and act. It means don't sell it now, just wait. It means if it says it wait, then what will happen is it is trying to tell you that price is not going to go down any further. It may reverse, and that is what is happening as of now in Titan. Now, one Mr. Shah has a question here. Screen not very clear. Now, you don't have to worry, Mr. Shah. Now, once you get an access to this, it will be very clearly displayed. It is only about resolution that you may be looking at. Right now, Mr. Karthik has a Bank Nifty request. Now, in the case of Bank Nifty, what's happening is we have bought a call option somewhere at around this point when the action information said to buy a call option. And after we bought, the price has reduced a bit, but then the action information is still telling us to hold call option. So we will hold on to this call option until it tells us to exit. The moment it tells us to exit, we are going to exit this trade. Right? Till then, we will just stick on to this particular trade in Bank Nifty. Any other stock that you want to check? I wanted to check this Dr. Reddy. What's happening in Dr. Reddy? Yes, this is amazing. See here. Now here is the point when the price started moving up. But as the price started moving up, look at this action information is telling us buy signal, wait and buy. Don't buy this. So the moment it said don't buy this, from there what has happened is the price has started coming down. And as it started coming down, the reason is now telling us sideways now. It is in sideways. Be careful. But the action information, our job is to only look at this action information. Now it is also telling us stay tuned for the next trade. but in the preparation it's telling us get ready to buy a call option, be prepared to buy a call option in Dr. Reddy. Got it? So this is how this intelligence works, so that we don't have to mess up anywhere, we don't have to waste our time doing the analysis to decide whether to do this trade or not. Let us check Reliance. Now here is the case of Reliance. Even in Reliance, somewhere we saw this in the previous sessions, in live market when we had the sessions, right somewhere close to the top, we in a live market, we were seeing this, and I told you, lock your profits, secure your profits. After then the price came down, it did up and down. At this point in time, it has now told us to buy a call option, and currently telling us to hold call option when we are holding it. But in the reason, it is also telling us sideways nearing sign. Okay, be ready, the sideways can start. Now this is the case of Reliance, and then let's look at SBI. Now as you can see here in SBI, the price moved up, of course, but right on top there is some indication. There is a dynamic system caution, and there is also a zigzag caution. So earlier when it had told us to buy a call option, immediately right at the top it told us to exit it. Now after exiting, now we are waiting. The action information is telling us to stay tuned for the next trade, and in the preparation it is telling us get ready to buy a call option. But then even in SBI it says sideways nearing sign. Clear? Bajaj Finance. Mr. Sachin has a question for Bajaj Finance. Let us check Bajaj Finance. Mr. Sachin, are you from Ahmedabad? If I may ask you, just to know, because I have an old friend, one of our existing members in Ahmedabad. So it's been a long since I have spoken to him. Anyways, this is the case of Bajaj Finance. So in Bajaj Finance, you can see here right at the bottom, these dynamic system cautions appeared, telling us get ready, the price about to reverse, and from there the price started moving up. And now at this point in time, it had told us buy call option. We would have bought a call option. Right on top there was a dynamic system caution. We would have secured our profits, and from there the price started coming down, right? But then in spite of coming down this far, the action information is not allowing us to trade. It is telling us stay tuned for the next trade, but in the preparation it is also telling us get ready to buy put option. So we are waiting. Once it confirms in the action saying that buy put option now, that is when we will go about doing the trade, right? So these are all the stocks that we want to check, and this is the way the intelligence works. So as I was showing you the way the intelligence works, now along with these intelligence, there are some multiple signals that are working in the background to give you an entry or an exit signal. Can you see here? To give you an entry, just to give you an entry, either a long trade or a short trade, these many signals are used. Intraday 3 speed signal, intraday 3 long signal, intra-week long signal, the zigzag breakouts and breakdown, and all these things. Now you will be wondering why so many signals are used here. The reason multiple signals are used here is to make sure, since there are multiple varieties of price movement in any given market conditions, if we have to get the right entry and right exit, these many signals are used here. Now each signal has its own skill set. It has its own speciality here. So one given market condition, it never misses to identify the right entry, right exit. In other given market condition, there is another signal which never misses the right entry, right exit. Similarly, we have this, for exit. These are all the multiple signal. Once again, the intraday 3 speed signal, the major zigzag, the long signal edge points, and so on. But then you must be wondering today, do I have to learn all these things one by one? There are so many signals. It looks like it is tough. But as I told you, you don't have to do all these things. It is for the intelligence to identify the different market conditions and tell you the right entry, right exit. Your job is to simply follow this 1, 2, 3 easy steps. So what is this 1, 2, 3 easy step? First, once you have opened a dynamic live, just add your favorite stock or index, whichever stock that you want or whichever index that you want to check, as I just did when you people asked me different stocks. Just add them. Once you have added it, look at this Dowmantic method action information. Whatever it tells you, simply follow it, right? And then based on that, simply place your orders and start making money. So your job is, gentlemen, today not to sit here and do any analysis, nothing to do here, right? If you don't know anything about the market, if you don't know much about trading, then I will say it's even better. You have a very good advantage to get started and start making money. The only problem is when you know too many things, that's where the problem starts. I hope many experienced traders will agree with me when I say this, isn't it? All right. So you're simply supposed to follow what the Dowmantic method is going to tell you and place orders according to that. Now you can place orders in your mobile trading platform or online trading terminal. If you don't know to do that, the best thing that you can do is you can simply call your stockbroker over the phone and you can tell them they will place the orders for you. So today, gentlemen, if you have the intelligence like this, then what will happen is you will not have any more confusion while taking an entry or while exiting from a trade. And when not to enter, when not to exit, that is also automatically taken care. You don't have to worry. So you can stay relaxed because the dynamic live will make sure to identify the wrong trades, the false trades, and avoid you from doing the trades. And similarly, if you're trading in options, which is the right strike price to trade, now that is also mentioned automatically here. The best part, according to me, is the preparation. See, this preparation treats you as a beginner. It doesn't matter. It does not ask you whether you are an experienced trader or not. It treats you as a beginner and it will tell you, get ready to buy a call option. It is preparing you in advance. And once it confirms in the action information, buy call option now, or buy put option now, or exit call option now, that is when you can place your orders. Now, when you do this, your job has become 100% effortless. And in order to learn and start trading and start making money, you don't have to go through any in-depth training. A simple basic training is more than enough. And today, any one of you can implement this. Even if you are a beginner who doesn't know anything, you may think, I don't know anything about options. Nothing, no problem, nothing to worry. Right? Now just observe. If you're thinking in these lines, there are many people who have learned lot many things about options. Are they making money? Right? So when that is a question, now you have to try to understand what is that you are supposed to learn here. Gentlemen, if you learn something, you have to learn something which is very practical. Practical means when you sit there and when you start trading, now what is the right thing to do? That is what you're supposed to learn, isn't it? So you will learn all these basic things in the training, and then anyone can implement this, even if you're a working professional, housewife, retired person, even experienced traders. Why stockbrokers also have joined us, right? And when you implement this mechanically, we want you to simply follow it, isn't it? Now, if you can do it mechanically, then the end result is automated, gentlemen. Now, what is the end result that we are talking about? We are talking about only one end result, and that is making money, and that money is made automated here. So what I'm trying to tell you here is Dynamic Live does all the hard work for you, and it makes sure that money making is automated. Your job is to simply place orders. Got it? Now these are all the benefits of having this intelligence in place today. Now many of you may be thinking, now how do I get access to this? When do I get started? Right? If you're thinking in these lines, let me tell you first thing, money matters, gentlemen. Money matters. Right? If you have to get access to get your hands on something very precious like this, end of the day, money matters. But then when I say money matters, you don't have to worry. You're not going to pay something huge. You're going to pay only a small fetch of the profit. Small fetch of the profit that you're going to pay. Okay, now let us see what are all the plans that is available for you to come and subscribe and get started and start making money. Now here are the plans for you. The original plan of this Dynamic Live was a 12-month subscription plan, which was priced at 4,39,000 rupees plus GST. So 4,39,000 rupees is per year. It is per year, wherein you used to get Dynamic Live 3.1 for one entire year. This is the intelligence that I was showing you all this while. And you will also get a 95,000 worth dynamic system free for lifetime. Okay, now the benefit of this dynamic system here is those people who don't have time, what you can do here is you can spend just 10-15 minutes a day, and you can do positional trading in stock futures or options or index futures or options, and you can also do long-term investments. Now if you are looking at anyone looking at long-term investment, now you will not get a better point than this as of today. Get ready, but then when to invest, for that you need this dynamic system. And the biggest benefit of dynamic system is if you want to trade tomorrow, it will give you the signals and information today itself. That's the beauty of this dynamic system. But then this was the original price. But of late, once this Dowmantic method, the stock market intelligence came into picture, there were some real special offers which has been, presented for you. Now, what are these special offers coming your way? Let us look at this. Now, there is this presidential right package wherein the same 12 months plan, instead of 4,39,000 rupees, you are getting at just 1,23,700 plus GST, where you get dynamic live for one entire year, and you'll also get dynamic system free for lifetime. Right? If anyone goes only for dynamic system, for that itself you are going to pay 95,000 plus GST. It comes up to 1,12,000 rupees. But now you're getting dynamic live for one entire year plus this dynamic system free for lifetime at just 1,23 plus GST. Okay, and you're getting almost 71% off on this particular trade, particular plan. And then there are these privilege rights for those people who want to go for this. Now here is a 6 months plan at just 72,000 rupees. You get dynamic live for 6 months, and you also get dynamic system for free for one entire year. Now I always keep telling people, whoever join this training, to simply follow, keep a right capital and simply follow this dynamic live intelligence for complete 6 months. Implement it for 6 months at least, blindly. At the end of 6 months, you will see your fortunes have changed, right? Your financial, your financial, your financial conditions have changed. Now you will start thinking that you don't have to depend anymore on anyone. You know how to make money today without depending on anyone else, right? Effortlessly. So for that, 6 months of complete dedication is required. So this plan suits for all those people who are ready to dedicate 6 months to make sure today they put their efforts to secure their financial future. And here is this 3 months plan at 42,000 plus GST, where you get dynamic live for 3 months. You also get dynamic system free for 3 months. And there are many people who have been requesting us for years together to give them monthly plans. Now all your requests have prayers have been answered here. Now here is 1 month plan. Now you're getting at just 16,500 plus GST, where you get dynamic live for one entire month, and you also get dynamic system free for 1 month. So friends, these are all the different plans. You can choose any one of the plan, whichever suits your requirement. But let me tell you one thing. Now, until you keep watching this dynamic live in a video like this, right, you will not be able to judge it. You will not be able to understand its complete benefits. You have to touch it. You have to open it, feel it, run it in the real time market. You have to see how things work. And not only that, you can go about doing the trade also. When you do all these things, that is when you will understand the real benefits. You will be able to judge its performance there, right? So today, now, only when you implement this, only when you implement this in the real-time market, you will realize what you have been missing all these years in this field of trading, right? So that is what will happen. So today, to make sure every trader reaps the benefit of this dynamic live intelligence, the management has come up with some even bigger special offer. And what is the special offer? For the first time ever, now you get the same dynamic live at just 8,000 rupees plus GST. Now this is just a first month subscription. Only for the first month you get it at this price. You can use it, run it, trade using that, and make some money. With the profit, you can go for the remaining plans from the second month. Got it? But then remember, this is a special offer and it is valid only for a limited period of time. Anytime the price will change and it will increase very soon. So today, if any one of you is interested to get started and jump into this revolution, now here is the link for you that I have texted on the chat. You can go through this link and immediately subscribe for this special offer. Got it? And those people who want to go for the remaining packages, now if anyone wants to go for the 1 year, that is a 12 months plan, you can go for this particular link. And 6 months or 3 months plan, 6 months, and then here is the 3 months plan link. You can all go through this link. Whichever plan suits your requirement, you can immediately get started. And those people who have already gone through the special offer, and if you want to renew it for the next 1 month again, then here is the 1 month plan for you. Okay, and the special offer I have already texted. If you have missed it, if you had gone down to the bottom, now I'll put it back on top. The special offer for those people who want to go for it for the first time, you can subscribe immediately. Now once you have subscribed, what will happen here is you can immediately attend an online workshop today itself, and it is happening at 3 p.m. today. Right, this session will be for 1 hour. So you can attend this session, get trained today itself in detail, and start trading and make money from tomorrow. And once you have subscribed, what will happen is the technical team will send you a mail. Right, through the, after that they will take a remote access of your computer and they will install this Dynamic Live and activate it so that you can get started very early. So these are all the things, gentlemen. This is what is about this session today. If you have any more questions or doubts, you can ask me now. Yes, Mr. Sachin, with this offer, the special offer at 8,000, you get Dynamic Live for 1 month, right? And you also get a dynamic system free for 1 month. You get both the things. Now, Mr. Abhi has a question in the beginning. He has, it has gone off the bottom. So he says that we are usually receiving some trading mails that are picked by Dynamic Live and Dynamic System. Is it shared before trade, after subscription? Now, first thing, Dynamic Live does not pick the stocks to tell you which stock has given you a buy or which stock has given you a sell. It does not do that. Now you have to select your stock. Now whichever favorite stock that you want to trade, it will tell you what trade to do. But in the training you will learn today, right? Now if you have to pick a stock to trade today, now how to pick a stock manually, now how to go about doing that, now how to pick the right trade among them, now that you will learn in this training today. But then the other question here is, will you get these kind of information before the trade? Now let me show you one thing. Now here I have tried to open a browser. In this browser, we have our website. You can go through our website at your free leisure time, dynamiclive.in. So in this dynamiclive.in, when you go in the menu, you'll find this, you'll find this trading lessons. Now some of the mails that you're getting, that the mail has come after the trade is over. Now that mail is to show that if you had traded as per Dynamic Live Intelligence, now in this stock today, you could have gained so and so. But then here is another mail. If you go through this trading lesson, you will find it, right? And this also comes, you will start getting it. Now in this, once you click on this trading lesson, just scroll it down a bit. So in this trading lesson, you can see here, this lesson was sent on 26th March. Okay, now this lesson is sent before the trade is initiated, before the trade could happen. And the lesson says Maruti Suzuki, Maruti is offering a possible 169% return. We are expecting it to fetch so much percentage returns in the options for over the next 21 trading days. So in the next 21 trading days, you are going to get a minimum of so much returns in options trading in Maruti, provided you have Dynamic Live with you. And according to Dynamic Live, if you start trading in Maruti, then you will be able to achieve this kind of returns. And these kind of things are told before it happens, gentlemen. Okay, and you can scroll down here to see earlier. Now the more details about the Maruti itself, everything is mentioned. Right, now you can look at, these are all the earlier things, the previous lessons where other stocks were also suggested. So similarly, you will get time and again, in a week you will get before the trade is initiated, these kind of mails. Based on that, you can go about choosing that in Dynamic Live and start trading them, and you can make money. Yes, Mr. Ravi, if you are trading as per dynamic system, now end of the day you are supposed to check the dynamic system for the same stock every day. That's what I told you. If you're following dynamic system, your job is to spend 10-15 minutes every day to make sure that you make maximum profit. And whichever stock that you are trading, keep checking what the dynamic system is telling you every day, so that you will know where to exit it, where to enter. All right. Any other questions, gentlemen? And those people who are planning to subscribe, get started now. Immediately you can go and subscribe and attend the online workshop today at 3 p.m. Okay. Don't miss this opportunity, gentlemen. And if anyone is planning to get into stock market, now they may be thinking, when the market is going down in this big way, now is this the right point to start? Then if you ask me this question, I will say you will never get another better point to start trading in this field of stock market. Got it? And when you have this intelligence in place, and when you start now you will see what kind of benefits you can make. If you subscribe now, when will you get access? Now, if you subscribe now, first thing, the technical team will send you a mail tomorrow morning to get it installed. But then I've also sent a request mail to the technical team today morning, so to see if possible, to get it installed today itself, so that from tomorrow you can get started and start trading. So if that happens, the technical team will immediately mail you today itself, and then they will install it. Any other questions, gentlemen? All right, looks like there are no more questions. So members, thank you all for joining today's session. Wish you all a very good afternoon and a very happy trading. Thank you, all of you.